Welcome back everyone to another episode of the Bayern Munich Career Mode series. This will be the 15th episode of the series, and before we get into anything, I want to thank you guys for all the support you gave on the last episode. If we can aim for 70 likes once again on this episode, that would be greatly appreciated. If you did miss the last episode as well, there will be a card in the top right corner. Go ahead and click on the eye and it will take you back to the last episode. But we are going to be playing quite a few games in this episode, starting off with a game against Hertha Berlin. We are then going to be playing a home fixture here against Hamburg. We also then have a really important game against Cologne away. But we are now going into the first game of the episode, and this one is going to be up against Hertha Berlin. After our struggles in the last episode with converting chances into goals, I am going with our strongest lineup for this one. I feel like we need a bit of firepower up front, and that's why I'm taking no mercy against Berlin with this lineup. We've got REUS, Lewandowski and Robben starting as our front three. We've got Vidal playing just behind them. Sanchez and Thiago are forming a really good partnership in midfield, and they'll be starting as well. The defence is pretty much bog standard as well, what you'd expect. Alaba, Lahm, Hummels, Boateng and then Neuer in goal. Realistically, it should be a good enough side to get us a win in this game, but we know from past results that that's not always the case. And once again, we're looking at this little graphic that's really popping up at the beginning of every episode, and we are still the best defensive club in the league. Only conceding 8 goals from 20 games, not really too bad in my opinion. We could improve on that though. Hertha Berlin did end up doing quite well last season in real life, and they're going to be a good side going into this game. Although saying that, in this career mode save, they're currently sitting in 11th, so they're not really having the best season. It's going to be a brilliant delivery into the middle, and it's a great save there by Neuer. Really good diving header, but what a save that was there. It's Duda playing it forward up here to Solomon Kalou, looking for the overlapping run. Now it's going to be Plassenhart playing it into the middle. Skjelbred wins it back, and it's really poor, but they missed the chance, and they probably should have scored that one. I'm not too sure what's going on at the moment, because every time I try and make an interception, I do win it, but then it just falls right back to them, and it's getting a bit frustrating. Now Weissa on the ball here to Derrida. Going to try and play this one inside to Ibisevic, and now it's Weissa looking for the pass inside, and it's Kalou with the shot who fires wide, and he definitely should have done better there, at least putting that one on target, but doesn't do so. Lahm forward though for Lewandowski. Not sure what he's doing on this right wing position, but it doesn't matter because we've got some space here for Robben with the shot, but it's a vital save there by the Hertha Berlin keeper. It is a corner regardless though, and we have an opportunity here from a set piece with REUS getting the delivery into the middle. Good header, but a great save again. We're dominating possession. We've got good passing accuracy going. The formation really isn't a problem. I have to give it to Hertha Berlin though. Their goalkeeper's made a couple of really good saves, and he's probably kept them in the game. Arturo Vidal with a really good turn there. We've got a chance to shoot cross goal. We've hit the bar. Oh my god. I just can't finish on this game. What is it with this career mode? I don't understand. I hit the bar again. I'm going to bring on some impact players. Thomas Müller. Of course, he's going to get us a goal with his goal scoring antics and form. Look, this is what I mean by Thomas Müller not making any sort of a run. He just drops into midfield more times than not. I'm honestly lost for ideas attacking wise. I just don't understand what's going on. Every time I'm in attacking position, the AI passes for me into a really shit area, and I just get intercepted. It's really annoying. Like there. I did not aim that pass to him. That's an auto pass again. And would you look at that? We end up drawing this game 0-0, and it's such a boring result. It's a really, really poor result for us. We may be remaining unbeaten in this series in the league so far, but it's just not good enough. It really isn't. Another draw this time against Hertha Berlin. We're not even creating any sort of good clear-cut chances, and it's made even worse by the fact that I'm aiming a pass to a player and then it goes to someone else instead. Before we go into the next game, let's just analyse the league table and see where we're going wrong. You see there, we've won 13 games this season. Brilliant. We haven't lost any as well. That's fantastic. But you look at the games that we've drawn. We've drawn 8 games this season, and probably a lot of them are unnecessary draws. It's not like we're losing games, so I guess that's good, and we're still top of the table by 3 points. But it is something that's been brought up in the comments section as well down below, that I'm not really finishing my chances well. I certainly feel like we do need to change the formation going into the next game against Hamburg. We are now going into another league game in this episode, this time against Hamburg. They're currently sitting in 6th in the league, so they're doing quite well for themselves this season. And I have indeed changed the formation up a little bit for this game. Instead of going with a 4-3-3, which is a bit more of an attacking formation, I'm going to be going with a 4-2-3-1. It means that we're going to be sitting back and defending a bit more with 2 defensive midfielders. I think this formation could be the answer to our problems, but that's what I hope anyway. When I looked, they were sitting in 6th Hamburg, but they obviously didn't really get a good result in their last game, so they've dropped down to 7th. I think we've already played Hamburger this season, and I believe we did end up getting a win against them. And they have a few standout players in their starting lineup. No one really too special apart from Alan Halilovic though. It's now Thiago trying to run through the midfield and play it off. He's won it back though and had a shot, and it's a really good finish there by Thiago. That's a great way to start off the game, and of course I'm going to deadfish Hamburg because I'm in that sort of mood at the moment. It was very lucky how we were just able to run through the defence. I was trying to play it off there to Reus, but in the end it falls very kindly back to Thiago. And on his weaker right foot as well, he does finish off that chance very well. 4 goals is certainly not a bad return for Thiago as well, considering he's playing really deep this season. Sometimes when you're just having a bit of a goal drought or not scoring many chances, you do need a bit of luck on your side, and we certainly got that with that goal. And this is some nice play. I like the look of this. It's going to be hit to Thiago once again with the shot. It's fallen back to him. Not a good effort this time though. Going to be Kostic on the ball. He's got a lot of pace, I do know that. And he's got the ball into the middle. Great save, Neuer. Yes, that's what I want to be seeing, but it's fallen back to them. And we need to clear this one away. Great defending there. Somehow we've not conceded there, but it's a world-class save there by Neuer, and that's exactly why we've got him in our team. We do now have a corner though, and a good opportunity from a set piece here with Douglas Costa whipping it into the middle. And it's a good delivery. It's going to come back out for us here with Douglas Costa. And a great delivery again. It's going to fall for us here with Boateng, and a great defensive block there by Sakai. Gotoku Sakai getting the cross in. Vidal heads it away though to Draxler, who will end up winning it back. No, he won't, because he just stops running for the ball. Okay then. Hunt now to Kostic though. And we need to block this run off. It's a really good shot and it's hit the bar. Very unlucky there. Kostic had the opportunity to get Hamburg back into the game there, but it's very unlucky hitting the bar. Oh, Lahm's done really well there to get around the defender. He's certainly not known for his dribbling ability. But he's gone all the way here inside, and he's actually found a good pass there to Vidal, taken down, and that is going to be a penalty in the 70th minute. I wasn't actually meant to go for a fake shot there. It was a bit of an accident, but it's worked out for us. It certainly will work out for us if we can score this effort. It's Marco Reus to try and get his first goal in a Bayern shirt, and he does end up doing that. It's a really, really well dispatched penalty there by Marco Reus. Certainly no keeper saving that one. That's going to be Reus with his 3rd goal in the Bundesliga so far, but the first one this season for us. But the most important thing is we do have that 2-goal cushion now, which should help us to the victory. Going to be Pierre-Michel Lasogga going for a shot. Poor defending by me. And they already get back into the game only a few minutes later. I tried to cover the run of cutting inside there by Lasogga because that's what I expected him to do. But instead, it's a really good finish there at the near post. And there we have it. We do end up picking a 2-1 win up from this game. Our first win of this episode, and for quite a while actually. And it's all thanks to Marco Reus scoring that penalty. They did get back into the game with Lasogga, but had it not been for Marco Reus scoring that penalty before they scored, I think it would have been a different story. And after that game, we are going to take a quick look at the squad report and see some of the players that have grown for this month. Julian Draxler is still only 23 years old, but he's at an 87 now. Really good growth there from the former Wolfsburg man. He's also played quite well when he's played. Kingsley Coman's up by +2 now to an 83. He'll be a player that I'm buying when his loan spell does end. You see, this really doesn't make any sense. Thomas Müller, in my opinion, has been really poor for a large majority of the season. +5 in heading accuracy because he's missed a few open goals from headers. Beyond me, really just beyond me. I was expecting this, but Iron Robben has finally gone down to an 86. And you look at the physical decline there, that is a bit harsh for him in my opinion. We have a couple of our reserve players here that we did sign in January going up by +1. One of those players including Heinz, who is up to a 78. And of course we also have monthly scouting updates, so we will take a little look at these. From our Dutch scout, we'll take a little look at this. Have we got any good players here? We have one very good looking player actually. None of them are really outstanding, but But then we get to this guy here, Cedric Vandermeer, who looks absolutely amazing. He's easily our best youth player that we've had so far. 80 to 94 potential and 49 to 65 overall. And considering he's still only 15 years old, I will be signing him up in a heartbeat. We've got some good plays so far from our Croatian scout. Will that continue here now? The only player that's showing any sort of potential at the moment is this defender. I believe he's a defender anyway. I'm not really convinced by any of these players just yet, so I will continue to scout them. And from our German scout, have we got any good players from this one? We do have this guy here, Torsten Winter. Great name on him. I'm going to take a bit of a risk with him as well and sign him up to the academy. Although this guy Hansen doesn't really have the best potential, his overall at the age of 15 is really, really good. So I am going to go ahead and sign him up as soon as I remove one of the players from our youth academy. And once again, I'm going to be going with a pretty strong lineup in this game, although I'm rotating a few players out here and there. We're taking out Douglas Costa, putting in Thomas Müller, which is a bit of a risk considering he's in such bad form. I'm also putting in Renato Sanchez for Thiago, as he is a bit tired. Apart from that though, we're going to be repaying our faith in Draxler and Reus, because they've been playing well recently. Cole have dropped off a bit in the last few games. They were actually at one point in second place in the league. They've dropped down to 5th now. They are still a good team that we can't underestimate though, because last time we played against them, I believe we did pick up a draw. And Reus has done well to play it here to Lewandowski, holding onto the ball very well and having a shot, but it's just wide of the post. And here goes Bittencourt down this left mid position. Their first real attack of the game. Modeste hits the post. It's a really good jump there to win the header in the first place, and it's very unlucky from him. And it's now going to be a good opportunity with Müller playing it into Draxler, and we can try and create some space here for Reus, making a really good overlapping run. And we'll try and cut inside and go for a shot, and it's a really good finish there by Reus. And all of a sudden, Reus has just sprung into life in these past couple of games. That's a really good finish cutting in from the left. And that's going to be his second goal in 2 games now, and his 4th goal in the league so far. When we first signed Reus and started playing him on that left mid, I really wasn't impressed, but now that we've changed formation, he's really getting into his own. This is some really good passing play here. We're going to get it to Renato Sanchez, back to Reus. Back in here to Renato Sanchez. Look at this run through the middle with Lewandowski having the shot. And that cross-body shot is so overpowered that we do end up scoring the 2nd goal of the game. And after a bit of a dry spell, not really scoring too many chances, Lewandowski does get his 14th in the league. Now it's here to Julian Draxler though, playing it inside here to Sanchez. And again, we'll play it forward here. It's a really good run by Lewandowski with the shot. Great save though by Timo Horn and a good clearance. And in the end, we do end up winning this game 2-0 with a very convincing victory. It's another clean sheet for Manuel Neuer, and Marco Reus in this game really did play well. It seems like the change of formation has completely revitalised his confidence. He got himself a goal, and Lewandowski also scored in the second half to wrap up the result. But I'm very impressed with the way we played in this game, much more clinical with our chances. But this episode has gone on for a lot longer than I did think, so we are going to be saving the Man City game for the next episode. If you have enjoyed this episode of this career mode, make sure you do leave a like on the video, and if you are new around here as well, make sure you do subscribe. The next episode is certainly going to be a very interesting one with the game against Man City, and we're also going to try and get through to the end of March and into April. And one question that I will ask you guys on a poll right now is if you think we should be simming a few more games. It means that we make a bit more progress in this series, but if you do want me to play every single game, I'm more than happy to do that. Make sure you let me know in the comments below, and also vote in the poll as well. But apart from that guys, I'm going to have to leave it there, and I'll see you next time for another video. Thanks for watching.